Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna learn Japanese writing styles. So let's start. In Japanese, we have four types of writing styles. They are Romaji, Hiragana, Katakana, and Kanji. So for Romaji, it's the Japanese English version. So you are writing in English, but they are Japanese words. Like when you say arigato, then it would be like arigato, something like that. So that's Romaji. And the next one is hiragana. Hiragana is Japanese original syllables. So they are all together 46 words. And so they are original, so you can say that they are Japanese alphabets. And the next one is katakana. So for katakana, they are derivative words, especially like you can say like something like driver. In English it's driver, but in Japanese it would be doraiba. So yeah. And the next one, they are used for pronunciation, like maybe names and stuff. So in Japanese, people write their names in kanji. So it's very difficult to pronounce a kanji, even Japanese people. So that's why they use katakana. Like, and we can also say that like some people say furigana, but yeah, furigana you can also use hiragana. Anyway, so for katakana, they are also 46 words. I think like hiragana and katakana. No, I think so those two are the same. The pronunciation, I mean, so those two pronounce the same actually, but only the difference is the characters. So in hiragana, one character pronounces a, then in katakana, that one character also pronounces a. But the writing styles, like the character is just different. The pronunciation is the same. And the next one is kanji. Kanji, they came from Chinese, and most people who've learned Chinese before would understand like kanji, or maybe like would get a more understanding of Chinese of kanji, I guess. Yeah. So for today, we're gonna go for Romaji because that's our main topic for today. So Romaji, Japanese syllables. They're not Japanese characters, but syllables. And then in Romaji, we also have Japanese syllables, and then you can call them Japanese alphabet, but in Japanese, they don't have alphabets like in English. So you have to make one. You have to make the alphabets. When you make the alphabets, you start with the vowels. In English, the vowels are A, E, I, O, U. In Japanese, they stay the same, but the sound changes. So for A, it would be a, and then E, E, U, U, E, E, O, O. Or you can pronounce it as O, O. So it would be A, I, U, E, O. Or A, I, U, E, O. So those are the vowels. In Japanese syllables or alphabets, you have to add them to a consonant. More like you have to add the consonants to the vowels. Yeah. So we have the consonants here. You cannot add all the consonants, but here are a few. So the first one is K, and then you add the K to A, and then it becomes Ka. So K, A, Ka, and then K, it goes the same for E. So K, E, Ki, K, U, K, K, E, K. K. K O ko. So it would be ka ki ku ke ko. And the next one is sa. So S. So you add S a. Wait, I'm gonna clear these up. And then S sa. S a sa. S e. So it would be, normally it would be C, but in Japanese you don't have the sound C, so you have to pronounce it as she. She. So sa she. An exception, I guess. She. Sa she. And then su. S u su. Sa shi su. S e se. S o so. So it would be sa shi su se so. And then we go for the next one, T. So in, like, when you're speaking English, the T sound is the T sound, but in Japanese you have to pronounce it as the D. D. So many of the English speakers make this kind of mistake. They pronounce the T as a T, but it's actually D. So when you say arigato, like arigato, like people like usually make this mistake, arigato, but actually is arigato, arigato, arigato. Yeah. So we add the T to a, then it would be da. D a da. And then di would be D. But here this is also an exception. They don't have the D sound. So you have to use chi. Chi. Da chi. And then the next one also. D u would be do, right? But in Japanese you don't have the do. So you have to use zi. 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 It kind of sounds like a Chinese syllables. I don't know Chinese, so I'm not really sure. Don't come at me, but yep. Z. You have to pronounce it as z. Like a little between do and maybe s and z, z, like the z sound, I guess. Z, z. And then the next one, D E de. D O do. So there are two exceptions in D sound. Da chi zi de do. And then we go to the next sound, N. So for N, it's the same. N, a, na, N, I, ni, N, u, nu, N, e, ne, N, o, no, na, ni, nu, ne, no. And the next one, ha, also stays the same. H, H, a, ha, H, e, he, H, u, hu. So for who, you have to pronounce it as fu. So like the who sound is actually not used, so you have to pronounce it as fu. Ha, he, fu. And then H, e, he, H, o, ho. So ha, he, fu, he, ho. The next one, sound, stay the same, also the same. Ma, a, ma, e, mi, u, mu, e, me, o, mo. Ma, mi, mu, me, mo. And the next one, Y. So for this, it changes a bit because for Y you don't have the y and the ye sound. So they're not used. That's why you only have three syllables. For Y here, it would be ja, and then ju and jo. So this one here, yi and ye, they are not used, but they stay the same actually. So when you say ja, and then it would be I, ja I, and then ju, and then e. So they're the same. That's why you don't have to use the yi sound, because there is no yi and ye sound. So it's just ya, ju, jo. And then the next one, ah. So for this ah, it would be would be like ra, but you can pronounce it as ra, or you can also pronounce it as l, la, or maybe a mix between those two. So for me, I pronounce this as ra, 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 a mix between those two. A, e, ra, a, I, ri, a, u, ru, a, e, re, a, o, ro. So, ra, ri, ru, re, ro. As I told you, you can pronounce this as ra, ri, ru, re, ro, or la, li, lu, le, lo. Yeah. And then the next one here is W. So for W, you don't have I, U, E sound. You don't have I, U, E sound. So you only have wa, o, wa, and wo. But for wo, you have to pronounce this as o. Those characters, this o and then this wo, those two characters are not the same, but they pronounce the same most of the time. So o, and then this one's also o. So wa, o. And then this one. So you have seen the N here before, but those two are not the same. So I'm gonna erase these all first. This one N here, this is added to a vowel to make a syllable, to turn into an alphabet, na, ni, like that. But for this N, it is used to add them, like to add to the alphabets and then make a sound. So for example, you have the NA, like na, and then when you add the N to na, N-A-N, it becomes nen, a sound. So to make that kind of sound, this N here is used for. So it doesn't add to any vowels or something. It just is itself. And you have to pronounce it as mm, mm, mm. Close your mouth and then you pronounce it as mm. So you don't have to do anything with this sound, because it just adds to other like syllables and alphabets, and you don't have to use it as it is. So I guess we finished all the syllables here. So I'm gonna review them all by reading out loud. Okay, let's start. A, I, U, E, O. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Sa, shi, su, se, so. Ta, chi, tsu, te, to. Na, ni, nu, ne, no. Ha, hi, fu, he, ho. Ma, mi, mu, me, mo. Ja, ju, jo. Ra, ri, ru, re, ro. Wa, o. Nice walk. So we finished all the Romaji. But after a while, I'm gonna post the Hiragana, like Japanese characters also. So stay tuned, guys. And thank you for listening till the end. And also thank you for watching my video. So bye, guys. 最後まで聞いてくれてありがとうございました。